I do have another question. You have been in such a variety of genres throughout your career, not just doing podcasts. You've done like self cameos and music videos, been in films. Are there certain genres that you enjoy doing the most?
You know, I've actually really enjoyed this platform of podcasting, and I do enjoy improvisation, and you know, I've had the opportunity to be part of talk shows, and I really do enjoy that genre. I've worked more on independent projects, so a lot of my, you know, film or television work was much more, you know, smaller crews and smaller casts, not so huge, which I've also enjoyed. There is a difference between taking on a scripted role versus,
Sure.
you know, so, you know, I enjoy all of them for different reasons. But I do have to say that this has been a new passion of mine. And I had the opportunity of being on a talk shows before. And, you know, I think that I can see a future there, possibly.
Try to be the next Oprah? Is that where you're leaning towards?
Maybe, or the next Ricky Lake, or...
Depends. I don't know how what the average age of your audience is. They may or may not know Ricky or who Ricky Lake is. So
I'm trying. Oh, who's a current, like?
I don't even know.
You know, I mean, Joan Rivers had her own talk show.
Yeah.
RuPaul. So
Yeah.
I have enjoyed this new genre and format.
Jeremiah, do you have anything else for us?
Yeah, you know, we talked a little bit before about such a unique platform that you're doing. I'm sure a lot of viewers are inspired about what you're doing and maybe want to build off of, you know, something similar. What advice do you have for people that want to go and, you know, try to give others a voice, even if it's in their personal life, social media? What advice do you have for them?
You know, I try to take an active listening type of approach. I think that we should listen to each other. I mean, I'm trying to understand the question a little bit more. Are you trying to, in terms of, are you talking politically, in terms of people with different opinions, or?
I just mean in general, because I feel like a lot of conversation does tend to be so politically driven. At the very beginning of some of your questioning, you said you have a balanced, you know, view of how things are done. Do you have advice on ways that people could maybe approach conversation, like how you've been hosting the podcast, towards, you know, polite conversation?
Yeah, I think building on at least listening to other people. You don't have to agree with them. There have been many times I've had guests here who I don't agree with. And, you know, I have no problem saying that I don't agree with you. But, you know, starting to create a conversation, like any, you know, relationship you have in general, where, you know, I have friends. Sometimes I may agree with my friends. I may not, you know, relationships change. And I think if we can bring that attitude towards political conversation as well, or sometimes it's important to just not talk about politics too. So like,
Oh, like at the Thanksgiving table. I get that. Yeah.
So, you know, I think back, like, you know, when Bushes were in office, and I had a lot of family members who I disagreed with, and I just said, well, let's agree to disagree and move on. Who's cutting the turkey? So, like, you know, we were able to do that. I find that people are having a harder time doing that today, just being able to move on. And, like, you know, but I do think that if we are going to come together as Americans, that's important. And to acknowledge that, you know, this country is made up of, you know, independents, Republicans, and Democrats. And, you know, and if you took politics out of it, you probably would enjoy someone's company. But because you're putting the politics at the forefront,
well, I think it depends who brings it up. That's
yes, true.
You have to know when to bite your tongue.
And I have met various people who are very passionate about their politics, and I recognize that. I have my own passions, but I also try to check myself a little bit at the door too. Yeah. And not be so driven that I allow that to infringe on my relationships.
Sure.
Thank you for watching the clip. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also stay tuned for more In the Can with Carmella Cann.